Why would you want to say those things? Why would you want to see those things happen? The system is already against us enough. Are we not seeing that we are a bigger threat to each other than the system at this point? I'm going to be honest. I understand responsibility of who I'm connected to more too now. Like, seriously, bro, you know, back then, man, it is what it is, man. We got to get this money, man.
People have told me that. People like, yo, I like seeing what you and Joe see. Not that it's me. When he first came out, he was, you know. I said, no, I don't know.
Man.
I met him where I met him.
Yeah, man.
Leads me to another thought. What do you think about people's position being based on where they met a person? I watched a little bit of Charlamagne and Carisha Please, and they were talking about the Diddy situation, and she was saying, I met him where I met him. My experiences with him were my experiences.
I believe in that. I believe in that because, I don't know if projecting will be the right word. I want that grace. What up? Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all now tuned in with your guys, Joe T.
D. Johns.
And this is two grown men having a conversation.
On a Wednesday again.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man.
Feeling good?
Feeling good. I'm proud of you, bro. Not on some rehashing, but you've been active. You've been active.
Yeah, man.
Been active. Been getting better is a that's the word that's coming to mind, but I feel like it's you connect them more to the process. I feel like that. And I don't know if I'm just throwing
No, I appreciate it. That come from the coaching, though. The mind behind this thing.
That won't the lob.
Yeah, I'm telling you, though.
I won't throw the lob, but I've been sitting there because I listen to his podcast way more than he listened to his podcast because I have to. But I've been intrigued.
Yeah.
I'm like, sometimes I'm like, I would have said that. So I wouldn't have said that. But I'm snatching that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
How you feel about it? How you feel about the process? Bless this conversation we're talking about. If y'all ain't seen it, check it out. In all
honesty, bro, when you're not saying something, I pay attention. And when I need to ask, I ask. And I'm literally okay with learning from somebody that know more than me.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to take that in. Bro, you don't know how many times I've wanted to feel like because of my opinion, I want to correct something that I felt. And I'm like, I can hear you. I kid you not. This is an interview. It's not about you. It's about let the comment section and move out of the way.
Yeah.
And it's made it so much easier.
Yeah. I like it when the four of us collaborate.
Yeah.
Better together if you haven't seen that. Because I'm least likely to respond. One of y'all gonna say something at least once. And then when I respond, it's a one time, like I calculate how much I want to say, period. That one sentence, or that 1 to 3 sentence is typically all I want to say, period. After that, it's for the
I'm gonna be honest with you about that since we on that too. I feel like you the Lil Wayne. I feel like you got to hear everybody verses. And then you come, I'll be like, this man don't miss.
We all play our part.
Every single time, though. Every single time.
Because I see some of it, I'm like, I've accepted that you cannot win in the comments.
Yeah.
Sometimes I still think some people are there to understand, or another person reading the exchange will understand, but that's a low batting average.
Yeah.
Very low.
Yeah. But keep getting in the comments, though.
For sure.
Because
somebody gonna respond.
As you see, we in there, too. Yeah. But, bro, I watched that interview with Jay yesterday.
Yeah.
And I really just watched it and went on about my day.
Yeah.
It was some things in there I feel like, dang, I'm glad he asked that. And I was interested in like, he answered it.
Yeah.
But then I got up this morning, wasn't thinking nothing about it. And it's all over the internet.
Yeah.
And everybody giving their opinion.
Yeah.
And we so hard on each other. I was like,
what you see? Because I haven't seen any threads on it.
People's mind already made up.
Yeah.
About what they think about him. Whether it's him or other. Sometimes when some things done hit the internet or rumors done started, and I think it really comes from where people really be in life. having experienced that side of life, having healed, and you want to believe the bad thing. You want the bad thing to be true. You keep talking about it as if you know you were there, you seen it, and then it always be about the millionaires and the billionaires and the people in certain that's done made it to certain levels, man.
They come with a story. It was interesting how he addressed that, because the kid, the young, I was about to say the kid, I ain't trying to disrespect him.
Mhm.
He's just significantly younger,
Yeah.
which I've told you and a couple of other folks, I think that move was genius. Number one, he was he's very articulate. You can tell he actually did research, but in my estimation, and unless he just Benjamin Button with it, I don't think he's more than 25. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I think his IG is the Summer Man. I was
wondering what was he on?
Yeah, at @the_Summerman. Fraser Tharp is his name.
Yeah.
To me, I can't see he's more than 30. I couldn't see him being more than 30 unless he just got a regimen, and that should probably be what he's doing.
Yeah.
Selling whatever that is. But from, again, my assumption, him being so young, he was sophisticated enough or trained, well-versed enough to do the research, but not old enough to have an opinion from like watching Jay for a long time. So it felt like curious. And then the way it was shot, I look at stuff aesthetically, but
it was dope.
The way that he was asking the questions, I don't think Jay is the kind of person that a list of questions works for.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree.
You got to be in tune with the responses, and if you could, it felt like he got him.
Yeah.
Not nervous, but I didn't think he expected it the way he answered that. He like, you could tell the pauses. He was like, man, where y'all get this kid from? That's what it felt like.
Yeah. To me, it was a genuine interview. I feel like he answered the question. One thing that did intrigue me was talking about he think the battle and stuff should come to a halt.
Yeah, because of the internet.
Because of the internet.
Yeah.
I seen a lot of people give their opinion on that's one of the biggest parts of hip hop. I can't believe he said that.
But give it context for people that didn't. The rationale behind letting it go, or what the internet does to it, is he was saying back in the day, you battled, you earned your respect, and it was kind of contained into that environment. Like him and DMX in the pool hall, that classic story, depending on who you ask who won. It's a bunch of those, but it was kind of those you had to be there moments. And the volume only got so loud and went so far. With the internet, the entire world has it and won't let it go.
Yeah.
Because him and Nas have let it go, but
yeah. He said Nas is a great guy. That's my guy. He did say, now they trying to destroy marriages. They trying to turn your kids against you. They like the internet
is bad.
Literally will try to break everything you have built on the basis of a verse. It intrigued me that he said it because I be thinking that.
Yeah.
Because we already do each other bad enough.
Terrible.
Off of a clip on the internet. A verse, millions of people playing it, millions of people giving their opinion, and then these internet journalists go on the deep end. Pictures when you were here, this was the comment, unfollows. Before you know it, it's done turned into something it wasn't intended to be.
Right. The life outside of the actual conflict is bigger than the actual conflict.
Exactly.
And those people, like these irrational, like I said before the camera started, like I used to be ready to argue somebody down about Jay. I ain't never met the man. I walked past him one time. Know about it.
What was it?
Norfolk State game. He used to be in Virginia a lot.
Yeah.
And one of my sister from another, like, our parents grew up together, so me and her sisters, somebody she was dating used to work security for him. And bumped into him. So I knew about him being there, but at the Norfolk State game, me and my guy was talking and walking. He had a towel over. This is like 98, maybe 99. I was out of high school. I graduated in 97, but it was early, so it wasn't like pandemonium.
Yeah.
But he used to be around some spots.
Yeah.
But I used to, like, at 22, 23, I say maybe from like 19 to 22, 23. I mean, if it come to scrapping about it, like, but that's how foolish it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So imagine that being amplified by millions of people that just looking for and people crazy now.
Crazy.
Back then, we just would have argued if you scrap, maybe. But now, by the time you actually see somebody, you didn't already made so many threats on the internet, and you got to stand on it.
It's dangerous, man. It's dangerous. And then me as a black man, watching him, I'm inspired.
Yeah, for sure.
When I look at the videos that the black women are making, I be asking myself, like, what dang? Married, children, successful, still building the empire. And just like anybody, just like anybody else in this world, done made mistakes, whether we know them or not.
Right.
And probably ain't the ones that you trying to put on him. And then I'm looking at, and probably ain't no telling how many other black people of color he done put on.
Yeah.
Why would y'all want to do that? Why would you want to say those things? Why would you want to see those things happen to our men when you say the system is already against us enough? Are we not seeing that we are a bigger threat to each other than the system at this point? Because at the end of the day, it sounds like every time one of us reach a pinnacle, we're waiting for the aha. You can't wait till it happen, regardless of what it is. No grace, no mercy. And then what does that look like for you? Because you got dreams and aspirations and goals. What that look like for you with family members who know some of your deepest, darkest secrets? If you reached a certain level of success and then all of a sudden they feel like bro-rilla, you ain't broke bread, and they get on the internet and throw your stuff out there, end up putting them on.
Yeah.
But now the whole internet done took it and turned it into something completely different, and everybody waiting for the feds to kick in your door so you can say, I knew it.
Because everything is it's a very disposable culture or era that we're in, because there'll be a next one. There'll be a next one. There'll be a next thing. There'll be a next soundbite, and people are just moving from soundbite to soundbite. Some last longer than others, but it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
And I try to stay. I'm somewhat out the loop on a lot of things. Like, and you probably experienced like you.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. It's enough for me to go in there and post enough to be relevant on the page or interact, make sure we're supporting each other. But I actually don't even follow a whole lot of celebrities.
Yeah.
The stuff comes across the feed, so I see it. But I had to come to terms with like why are certain things of interest to me? Like, am I feeling inspired? Am I feeling better because somebody else is having a time in their life? Like, what is it actually feeding me?
Yeah.
In my response? And then the time suck of it all.
Yeah.
I'm okay with not knowing.
Yeah, I feel that. I need to get to that place in my life, man. I'm there to an extent. I think a lot of, because of what I do on the internet, a lot of time, I'm guessing that's like current events or what's going on. It helps me when I'm being social, but I don't be invested to the point like what I be seeing these people do.
Yeah.
Like they be on lives having conversations about these people for hours sometimes.
You know who the master of it is? Candace Owens.
Man.
She'll have 90,000, 150,000 people on live, like on the premiere.
Literally.
Million views a day. And I watch her studying. Not that I agree with any of the takes, but I'm like, there's something, the production, I'm like, look, like, what is got something going? And I don't even think she monetized on YouTube. Like, they took her.
Did they?
Yeah. I don't know if she got it back. She hadn't been monetized for a couple years.
Wow.
She has her own community, like, on her web, and this is not a pro. I'm just the structure of it is what I look at. But I'm like, the essence of what she does is if she got it in for you, she packages it so articulately and delivers and delivers and delivers until you no longer exist.
Man, you know,
everybody can get it. A whole series.
Yeah, she a beast.
Yeah.
She a beast. And then they gonna take that and then all the clips.
Yes.
Yeah, I found that very interesting too, that she could have that many people.
Astounding.
I'm talking about
astounding.
Yeah.
But what is it? That's about to say it's funny that I'm not gonna say it. Checking my notes because I wrote something down on the way in just in case we didn't. You normally got something, but it ties in effortlessly. I was watching Kevin on stage. That's not surprising if you if you know me. But he had Devon Franklin on. Devon Franklin is known for being like the Christian producer. He produces I guess non-Christian. He produces life stories for sure, but everybody knows him as a Christian first, and he's been successful in Hollywood. And Kev was asking him all these questions, and it got to a point where Kev asked him, how can you, when you first started, how could you be around people that were in places where you wanted to be, knowing you weren't there yet, but you were working just as hard or what have you? And he said, when you find you find yourself in places where people have attained things or have a lifestyle or something that you aspire to, he said, you got two choices, your reaction, joy or jealousy.
Ooh.
Conversation went further on. He was like, basically, we have to ask ourselves about anything and how we react or approach a thing. How does this emotion serve me? So if I'm around somebody, if I'm around you, you figured it out. I'm trying to figure it out. I can look at Joe T like, man, he don't really be, he just be, all he do is, or like, man, I'm excited about that. How does that work? And you have to look at yourself like, which side of the fence are you on? And there's times in my life where haven't been joyful about it. I felt like justified and I should have it too. Well, there's a reason I don't have it. That should be my focus. Like, what you think about, like, how do you even consider what your emotion about a thing is before you go deep into it? Or
me?
Yeah, just
all the time.
Gotcha.
Yeah. My dad, when we was in the cell, it was something he used to always, why do you feel that way? I always figure out the why. Something is making you frustrated, making you feel jealousy, making you feel insecure. What is it? Yeah. So you can get to the root of the thing. Your words are very powerful. And repetition is too. You keep doing it and doing it and doing it, you just don't even realize you're doing it over and over again. So I think the better version of me is so big on feeling joyful about things that inspire me and not envious.
Yeah.
You know, it was a time where I was locked up, man, and there was a dude I grew up with. He was now the man. When I called home, they was telling me, and my response was, what? How? Man, why do you feel that way? Because it's no longer me. But that don't never help me because now I'm trying to find ways to stop what's bothering me. That's detrimental. And then you surround yourself with probably those types of people.
Yeah.
You have a community of people that jealous, envious, and destructive.
And all that energy you put into stopping somebody else's motion doesn't propel you at all. Doesn't propel you at all.
It not only does it not propel you, it also takes food off somebody else's table.
Yeah.
And that's what it seems like I see so much of when it come to us.
Yeah.
You're ready to take food off somebody else's table, regardless of how they're getting it. Let God deal with that.
Yeah.
And then you're preparing your table by being destructive to somebody else's.
So is it really ever just content? And the other piece of that is because we have a grown generation now that was raised on content, are they even mature enough to understand that it's deeper than?
It's most definitely at this point beyond the content. I'm glad you said that, because when I first started out watching content creators, I felt like I was watching content. I could tell when you saying that, there's a difference now. It feels different even when you watching them.
Yeah.
Like, and then if you go through their pages, how consistent they are with these daggers. They don't really, a lot of content creators done sold their soul to get the bag, become popular, or get followers because maybe something went viral and it worked. And you was like, I'm going to keep doing this, and not realizing you don't really lost yourself in this, homie.
I can see, well, I can see that being true for any and all content creators. I think there's a distinction, at least I'm making one, between social media. So I got on social media when I came back from Iraq, 2009, I got on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I got on Instagram in 2015 because my oldest daughter at the time wanted to get on. Me and my wife had a conversation. So I got on because she was on it. Little did I realize that Instagram wasn't, Snapchat was really their thing.
Mm-hmm.
But my point is, even if I look at 10 years, 11 years now, from 2015 to now, I had 35 years of life before I leaned into, or I even stuck my foot in the pool of content. Leaned into it probably in the last 2 years, seriously. Somebody that's 25, all of their, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My dad says age of accountability, where you actually understand what you're doing. They've been raised on this as an opportunity, an option, a path. So do they practicing it, but is the malice intentional, or is it malice just how they've been?
From a pair of wise ears and eyes, you could probably let them know, bro, it's deeper than content. Yeah. What you're doing is beyond content. I get it. I understand. But man, that should most definitely be a fine line with boundaries with this thing.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, when you compare what you doing, you see somebody else doing, and they're being more successful, it'll make you keep doing the thing regardless of who it may be harming.
Because it's working.
Yeah, because it's working.
Yeah.
What is actually working though?
The deposit.
And you know, I'm gonna be honest. It's easier to say that now that I
was about to ask you that. About to ask, like, what is, money aside, well, I ain't gonna just limit it to money, opportunity aside, what's been the biggest impact from your social media journey?
The money.
Money aside.
The money aside.
Yeah.
Oh, the impact I've had on people. That's the biggest, and it's the most consistent. And it's the like, my heart is fluttering now because that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
You know, it keeps me grounded and continue to do even when I want to wiggle. Because now, if I do something I have so many people, and that don't make or break me, but I accept the convictions.
Yeah.
At times, because I know it's genuine. Hey man, come on, bro, keep doing what you're doing. You know what? Delete.
When we was talking about, you were talking about, and I was listening, a specific scenario that might warrant some public correction.
Man.
I was like, man, come on. I hope, I sincerely hope, because how I'm not in it. I'm like, come on, like how come on. I mean,
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. Prayer closet, that one.
That's another thing too. I understand responsibility of who I'm connected to more too now. Like seriously, bro, back then it's man, it is what it is, man. We gotta get this money, man.
People have told me that. People like, yo, I like seeing what you and Joe see. Not that it's me, but because they see him on the platform, he's like, yo, when he first came out, he was, I said, no, I don't know.
Man.
I met him where I met him.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of growth in that, man, and it's a lot of benefit in pivoting, bro.
Yeah.
It's a lot of healthy benefit in pivoting.
Yeah.
Realizing, okay, this might have worked, but if you keep trying to make it work, it becomes your character for real.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't a character, but to an extent, there was some character going on that off camera, that's not who I am. If you meet me, you'll see. Now, dude just like to cut up like,
right.
But over time, you don't want people to assume like that's who you are.
Yeah.
Like that's what you do. We saw it happen with Charleston White. For years, he said he was a character, but it almost put you in danger.
The deposit.
The check.
Can't abandon it.
Can't abandon it. And by the time his decline went down, you could see when he get desperate to try to keep it going. But now you can see the decline he can't control. He popping more wisdom at time than being disrespectful.
It's a weird thing because I get people writing them all completely.
Mm-hmm.
Really some fine moments that he be saying some stuff.
Facts.
I mean, it's that part there, if you could isolate that.
He killing it.
If you could isolate that thing right there, and I think he understands.
Yeah.
I was about to say to his detriment, but until it is, it ain't. Like what the poking, like how to poke or how to, rile people up. Because as soon as the moment you think that's like, okay, I got you,
yeah, it's like what they say, the butt kills everything that was before.
My dad, you say that. He said butt negates everything before the comma.
It's over. So all the power he done spit out, will he shoot off?
Yeah. So what that leads me to another thought. What do you think about people's position being based on where they met a person? And a little bit more context, I watched a little bit of Charlemagne and Carisha Please. City Girl, I forget her City Girl name. I ain't trying to be funny.
I watched a little bit of that clip too.
And they were talking about the Diddy situation and how people were coming for her when she wrote a character letter, I forget what it's called, character witness kind of letter. And she was saying, I met him where I met him, my experiences with him were my experiences. What you think about?
I believe in that.
Teddy Riley said the same thing about R. Kelly. I saw the snippet of it.
Yeah. I believe in that because and I know mine is I don't know if projecting will be the right word. I want that grace. If I've started to grow and somebody meet me in that place, I don't want them to attach what they heard before to now I don't want to fool with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can understand meeting a person until I guess they show, you know what I'm saying? I'll trust you until that, because like even when I interviewed Paris, when she said, when I met you on the internet, you was a womanizer.
Yeah.
Even though I feel that was more so character, you meeting me in person, she would have never got that impression.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I am a completely different person than when 4 years ago I would like her to respect who I become now. But the now also need to be centered in a pattern or something too. Like if I meet Mr. Robert during all this stuff going on, I don't know if I can say, but I met him now, but it was just last night. You know what I'm saying? It ain't been 10 years, and maybe whether he done admitted some things or not, or and you could see a change in the way he talk or how he approaching people or how he, you know what I'm saying? There has been a significant difference over time of a thing. I guess you have to put that in account too, because I know a lot of dudes in the streets who felt like he didn't tell on me, he told on you. And they started hanging with him when I went to jail, and they got told on too. There wasn't a time period of 3-4 years. He just got out the way. I met him right here. He ain't even in the streets no more. Now you met him right after it happened to me.
Right.
6 months later, it happened to you. Right. so right. If that makes sense.
Yeah. That's the other part of that power, like tying it back to the what Jay was saying is none of that dies now. Like I think before it had the power to die.
Yep.
Somebody's always resurfacing.
Yeah.
And it's always gonna get traction.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Can't be undone.
It's a dude trending now, bro, man. I don't know why he felt like he could tell his story on the internet. He was just saying he was going through a tough time and he engaged in some homosexual things because he had to pay his bills and his child was going through something. And I'm like, bro, you're on a podcast saying this. Even though like you're coming from a genuine place, and why you did that as a man. The internet is about to be ruthless.
This is who you are now.
Yeah, you just ruin your child life. They got to go to school. Like, that's how you have to think about things. Like, when they were talking about the Drake and Kendrick stuff, the things that were said, like, you got to go places now with that song. People gonna play with you.
It's never over.
It's never over. You gonna hear, I forgot the bar, but everybody know the bar I'm thinking of that Kendrick said. You got to hear that now when you step out, probably all the time.
Yeah.
Even in a situation where you're trying to celebrate and somebody feel away, A minor, you have to.
Clever.
It's ruthless.
Clever. Especially if the note was actually, there's been some theories. I've seen some think pieces on, like he was actually on.
Right. Yeah.
Like his vocal tone was
yeah, man. So I agree with as a whole. I think with as much success we are having right now as a community, the Black folks, I think we do need to pay more attention to, at this point, we don't have to do that to each other. That's why I made the post about Mr. Tenderism, and I was like, if we wanted to, we could put each other on.
What if?
We don't have to be the butt of the joke.
Yeah.
To make a bag no more. Because so many of us have, because of this content creator space. In this content creation space, if everybody realize, hey, really? Only thing you got to do is be in the right spot. Come around the right person and that person pick up from there. Prime example, when Cardi B came here a few weeks ago, she brought out Johnny Damn D. I don't know if everybody been hitting Johnny Damn D's song out here. Ben, Ben. It's a very popular song out here right now, right? I had to hit it for you. So look.
You brought me no closer to
I already know. I'm going to say it so you can see. But Johnny Damn D is on fire right now out here. And it feel like he is bringing back something to the culture when it comes to having fun with the music. The dancing, he real animated, like when the baby came out. Like Cardi B came out here.
I know who the baby is.
Yeah. Cardi B came out here, and I'm finna drive this point home with what you just said. I forgot which arena she in. It's thousands. American Airlines. It's thousands of people out here. She let Johnny Damn D come on and perform and basically open up for her. She wasn't out there though. In that space, had Cardi came on the stage with Johnny Damn D, it would have changed his entire career on a whole nother level. Just on the strength of her being out there. And
she let him perform.
If she would have came out there and hit the bend, it would have been a different level. It would have went on a different level. That's my opinion. It would have went on a different level. That's just like when Cam Newton hit me. You're in that space, regardless of what's going on. It's different than if him DMing me versus I sit on the couch. He right there. It's different.
Yeah,
it's different. Somebody.
So, nah.
Go ahead.
I can't even let you slide on that.
Go ahead. What celebrity? Let me ask you this before you say that. Let me ask you one question.
Go ahead.
What celebrity don't be on the stage with other celebrity artists when they open?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I ain't trying to.
Okay.
I ain't trying to. I honestly don't know. Like that. I'm from the school of that sounds like a major opportunity to get visibility. What you saying about Cam, to me, would be the difference between you being there for the interview and y'all doing something on Zoom and he posts clips of it, or let you post clips of it. He don't post it, but he send it to you and lets you post it. Still a great opportunity. Could it have been, did he have to do that? Did she have to do that? So for me, her coming on, I've honestly, now that I think about the concerts that I've been to, I've never seen the headliner come out and stamp the opening act.
And never stamp it. That's why
I ain't been to a show I ain't been to a rap or a hip hop shows. I don't know. Well, I mean, I saw like reunion stuff. I saw when Missy, Busta Rhymes, and Sierra were at. But that's not that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But a show where somebody from the town opened up that the town know, but the world don't know.
The headliner wasn't on the stage.
I honestly I've never seen.
Never seen that.
I could say Jay and Foxy.
Yeah.
The math ain't in his favor at the time that I saw. This was like 98.
Yeah.
But he won't be.
Yeah.
No, this was like 90. I won't even know. It was like 96.
I can feel that, man. I can feel that.
Yeah.
I just feel like for Johnny, had she stepped out there and hit that dance, it would have just been a different viral for him. It would have made him a millionaire overnight.
Is that like the sentiment online where people are saying she should did more? Or that's just how you feel?
No, that's how I was trying to tie in like the space we in as black people and the platforms that we have.
Gotcha.
If you right there with me,
gotcha.
It's a different outcome. It's just like when this stuff happened with Bro Rilla, like with Big Block, Skin Bone, her being on a platform. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they content creators.
Skin Block my people though.
Yeah. When they did that, like her being there around them, it automatically put her in the content creation space versus just somebody who now she's making content.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Johnny Damn, if he go around anybody, any artist, and they do his dance that's got him outside of the music going viral, it's different when you see Cardi do it.
She might.
Hit that dance, Cardi.
I don't even, was she even at the arena doing that?
At that time. At that time. Yeah, I thought that too. But yeah, bro, I think we just in a space of where we can help you. We doing it right now.
Absolutely.
Our think tank and our minds, all of us have our own individuality, but it all aligns so perfectly. It's like this. You know what I'm saying? What we got to get better at doing that versus looking at it like he doing that, I'm doing this, almost as a competition thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Big Job, when he talked about it recently, when bro sent that to us.
On Shands.
He was saying that, bro was...
Shands owed me an interview, because I don't do interviews. He owed me a conversation. He know it. He know it.
It's a different ball game.
Yeah.
I'm
actually glad you waited too.
Yeah. But let's just get better at putting each other on when you're on.
For sure.
Yeah, putting each other on when you're on.
Sure.
Where your headspace at, just in general?
Shoot a movie this year.
So I'm
gonna shoot a movie this year?
Shoot a movie. I did hear you, I think you said it was a project you was getting ready to work on. Is that what we're talking about?
Well, no, that's not the movie. That's a show I did.
A show.
Yeah. DFW Black-owned businesses.
When we starting it? I just want to timestamp it.
I'm fine. It'll be some April. Some will get done in April.
Some in April.
Because I know people that will allow me to come in and do it, but I don't want to limit it to just who I know.
With that being said, man, if you out in the DFW Black-owned business, or you know somebody with a Black-owned business out here, drop it in the comments, or if you, man, jump in, bro, DM. You know what I'm saying? He got something coming up. That's all I got. With that being said, man, it's two grown men having a conversation.
We just blessed this conversation. That's what I'm about to say.
I ran to speak my mind. Humility really kept me alive. This generation kill you, counsel you cause of your pride. Woe to those who playing victim, get pushed to the side. Accountability changed my life, I was living a lie. Nowadays you strike a man, ego get hit with that fire. Now you doing life or taking a life, you stuck on the inside.